Back here in Paris, Illinois, for your starting lineups in memory of co-founder of Mount Carmel Sports Boosters, H.D. White, and his wife, Helen. First for the Mount Carmel Golden Aces, number 4 starting is Riley Hershey, followed by number 10, Maddie Stevens. And then it's going to be number 12, Madeline Mann, once again of the Golden Aces, followed by number 30, Macy Randall, and number 31, Evie Sellers for Mount Carmel Lady Aces.
This is a starting lineup that's got it done all year. Eli hasn't got to watch as many as I have, but there's the big three, of course, Macy Randall, Maddie Stevens, and Riley Hershey that really get it done on the offensive end. And then Evie Sellers can shoot the lights out when she gets a look at the rim. And then Madeline Mann's a really good defensive guard who goes out there and handles the ball well for the Aces. So I expect this to be a tough matchup and just a really solid squad here for Mount Carmel.
So for the Paris Tigers, it's going to be number 2, Kylie Edwards to start with, followed by number 13. That is going to be Kaylee Young, a sophomore for the Tigers. 23, that's going to be Macy Bicknell, also a sophomore for the Tigers of Paris, Illinois. 32, that is Peyton Smith, a senior for the Tigers. And routing things out for Paris is number 33, Gracie Watson. That is the starting 5 for both teams. Once again, the starting lineups in memory of co-founder of Mount Carmel Sports Boosters, H.D. White, and his wife, Helen. Should be a fun one on tap for you tonight. LIC girls play. At stake is a 3-way tie, I believe, between Paris, Mount Carmel, and Newton, if I'm not mistaken, Max.
Yes, you are not mistaken. But here, this Newton squad is a lot like the Newton team that we've seen. They mix in a little more size than Newton does, but I really think this is going to be a tall test for the Aces. I got to watch them a little bit in that third-place game, and we're going to see how it goes tonight.
So Mount Carmel does indeed win the toss to start things off here. In possession are the Aces. Pass over to number 10. That's Maddie Stevens. 31 now in possession. Evie Sellers passes inside. A beautiful pass to Maddie Stevens. She's first on the board. 2-0 Aces.
As soon as they see a zone, they run that backdoor lob play. If you scout them, you know they're going to run it, and they still make it work. Great pass there by Evie Sellers. Great cut by Maddie Stevens.
Paris now the other way. A three-point shot put up by the Tigers. It's good. 33. That is Gracie Watson to take the lead.
They're going to really shoot from outside. They're going to rain down a lot of threes here on the Aces. They've got to come prepared to play and prepared to close out hard.
3-2 in favor of the Tigers. Aces have possession. Maddie Stevens at the top of the key. 31. Evie Sellers has possession. Back out to Madeline Mann at the top of the key, setting things up for the Aces. Back to Sellers, looking. Passes over to Macy Randall inside. Good pass to Maddie Stevens inside. She puts up the 2 and got it. 4-3 in favor of Mount Carmel.
They ran that play the rest of the way through this time that they ran the first possession, got another wide-open layup for the senior Maddie Stevens.
High-scoring affair so far. 6:51 left in the first period. Paris has possession, taking things slow, setting up their offense. 32 for Paris, takes a 3. She puts one up. Got it! That's Gracie Watson, 2 back-to-back threes for the Tigers.
Nobody on this team's not a shooter. You still got to get out, still got to close out hard.
6-4 in favor of Paris. A fun one so far. Aces have it. Maddie Stevens, top of the key, setting up the Aces offense. Sellers inside. Good pass to Stevens. No, that's 30. Macy Randall who gets the point. 6-6, all tied here. As the Paris takes it the other way. Stolen away. Almost. It's on the floor. Looks like it's going to be a jump ball there.
The Aces have ran the same play 3 times in a row. This time they just got Macy Randall posting up, and that's what they do, is if they help off too much on that back cut by Maddie Stevens, they're going to dump it down to Macy Randall. And if they don't help, it's wide open for Maddie Stevens. And then good hustle and good defense on getting on the floor, getting after those loose balls.
Tied 6-6, 6:06 to go in the first period. Wide open is a Tiger. I believe that was 32. Who else? Now Peyton Smith getting in on the action. It's 8-6 in favor of the Tigers.
They're a really good shooting team. Mount Carmel doesn't close out well. I said this a lot in the last game they played. They close out weak, and they don't get a good hand up, and they don't get out and really impose on the shooter. So they've got to do a better job of that.
A big factor in this one so far. Aces had it, and it was tipped away by the Tigers. So now it's going to be Aces' possession under the basket. Inbound to Maddie Stevens. She's fouled on the attempt, and she's going to get free throw shots.
And a little different approach. Usually we see him feed Macy Randall early, but right now they're killing him with Maddie Stevens right now, and they've done a lot of good work with having Macy Randall as actually a decoy to get her open looks because she can score in the post with really some of the best bigs in Southern Illinois.
Stevens misses the first free throw, so still in favor of the Tigers. 8-6, 5:44 on the clock in the first quarter. Stevens' second attempt is no good. Rebounded. Tigers headed the other way.
Can't overstate how important free throws are going to be tonight.
Another shot from the perimeter, no good this time. Rebounded Tigers, put back up and good. That's number 13, Kaylee Young.
First of all, you got to rebound. Second of all, can't allow easy shot. And right there, Maddie Stevens just didn't get a good closeout as we continue to preach.
A 4-point lead now for Paris as the Mount Carmel pass is tipped out of bounds by an opposing Tiger. It's still going to be Ace's possession.
And Paris is really willing to go deep into their bench. They rotate a lot of girls, and they have a lot of girls that can play. So, again, we're just continuing to see how tough of a matchup this is going to be for Mount Carmel.
Sellers has it on the inbound. Let's see who she targets. Number 4, Riley Hershey has possession. Setting things up near the timeline. Passes over to Sellers, who's setting things up. Back to Hershey. Looking inside. Drives inside now. Finds Macy Randall. Stolen away now by the Tigers.
Throws that pass a little bit later, and Macy Randall doesn't put it on the floor. It's still going to be Ace's ball and probably 2 more points.
Another 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded Aces this time. Not defended well, but we'll give her that one. Hershey headed the other way. Defended well. Almost picked away by the Tigers. Randall pass inside. Good pass. Maybe thought about the shot. Puts one up and got it. That's number 12, Madeline Mann on the board.
You don't see her score often, and good for them on getting everybody involved early.
Paris now has possession, going to be called for a travel, so it will be Ace's possession headed the other way. 10-8 in favor of Paris, 4:35 left in the first quarter. Looks like it's going to be Maddie Stevens on the inbound for the Aces.
Right here, Olivia Peach checks in for Evie Sellers. She's another really good shooter. Just a freshman this year, so she'll probably come back and maybe fill in for Maddie Stevens at that next starter position next year.
Peach has it, puts up a 3. Will it go? It will.
As soon as we talked about it, really good shooter. She had her feet set, was able to get into her jump shot, and there, nothing but net.
Paris shoots a 3 of their own. Rebounded Aces headed the other way. Mount Carmel has an 11-10 lead. 4:08 left in the first period. Peach has it now. Looking, sets things up, passes out to Macy Randall, who goes inside, picks up a dribble, picked away by the Tigers, headed the other way. It's a 3-on-2. 23 has it, puts up a shot. No good. Rebounded by Paris and fouled on the attempt. So they'll head to the free throw line.
Mount Carmel didn't have people hustle back. That was simple right there, Riley. If they had more girls hustle back, help out on that defensive rebound, they don't allow this second chance opportunity. And now a chance for Paris to take back the lead.
So it's Kaylee Young on the shot and the free throw attempt. First one is good. It'll tie things up 11 all with 3:52 left in the first quarter.
And this is just a lot of simple fixes for Mount Carmel right now. They're really still in the game, really playing a good game, just some small mistakes that are taking them back out of it.
Kaylee Young 2 for 2 for Paris as they take the lead 12-11. Aces headed the other way. Riley Hershey setting things up for the Aces. Defended well, passes out to Stevens. Right side, that's 12 Madeline Mann. Picked away but recovered by the Aces is Riley Hershey. Defended well in a trap situation, stolen away by Paris. And that's been a common theme throughout this one in the first quarter. It's going to stick with the Aces, it would seem. 3:32, Paris still in the lead. Maddie Stevens on the inbound.
And head coach Dave Tingley wanted a foul call there as Madeline Mann sort of dove on top of her. But good no call there and a good jump ball for the Aces.
Stevens thought about a 3, passes out to Peach, who's been electric from the 3-point line. Inside to Stevens, but her pass is tipped away. It's going to stick with the Aces. Maybe a foul could have been called there.
Yeah, Macy Randall's actually just putting it in places where it's easy to tip. She's putting it behind her head or at her waist. Those are 2 places as a big you cannot put the ball against smaller teams.
Paris steals away the inbound once again. That's number 1, Palin Camp. Had possession, thought about a foul there. Did the Paris sideline, but no good. Put up a shot. That's 33 of the Tigers. Gracie Watson, she's been great tonight.
Yeah, she's done a really good job. Picks her shots well, and she's got a really fluid shooting stroke.
Riley Hershey now has possession for the Aces. Passed almost over and back, but it's safe. 30. Macy Randall picks up her dribble, passes out. Olivia Peach for three. Got it. 2 for 2 on three-point shots tonight for Peach. Paris headed the other way. That's 13, passes out to 1. That's Palin Camp. A three-point shot. Who else but Gracie Watson? No good. Stolen, almost, not stolen, rather. It was almost out of bounds, and it was, so it's going to be Ace's possession headed the other way.
And here again, we talked about how much this Paris squad, rotates. Here they just brought 3 new players in, 2 new players who haven't checked in the game yet. So they're really trying to keep fresh legs and really pressure you hard.
14-14 apiece, 2:25 left in the first quarter. Olivia Peach, that is Riley Hershey setting things up for the Aces. Drives inside, picks up her dribble. Out to Peach. Now back to Sellers, who's back in the game. 12, Madeline Mann now has possession. Drives in, loses her shot. Picked away by the Tigers, but it's going to be under the basket for the Mount Carmel Lady Aces.
Aces need to get something moving here on this out-of-bounds play. I know it's 14-14, but they just have not looked good.
Madeline Mann gets the inbound over to Hershey, inside to Macy Randall. Back out, left side, now right. Olivia Peach, another three-point shot. She's no good on that one. Had to miss eventually, but now a fast break opportunity for Paris. And driving inside is number 13, Kaylee Young. Is going to be fouled on the shot, so she'll head to the free throw line.
And I really don't like to argue calls, and they have a better view than we do, but you cannot call it that late. He called that about 2 seconds after the fact, and he really called it after he saw the miss. So that's one of those, you just got to be quicker with your whistle if you're going to make that foul call.
Nonetheless, Kaylee Young heads back to the free throw line, misses her first attempt, so still tied at 14 apiece. 1:52 left in the first as we await the second free throw attempt from Young. No good on the second, rebounded by the Aces. Maybe will it head the other way? It's going to be Aces' possession. She got it, threw it against a Tiger, and the Aces will retain possession.
Yeah, good hustle there by Macy Randall. She hustled and really was the only person on a 1v3 fight for that rebound.
Riley Hershey has it, passes out. Olivia Peach for three once again. No good. Yes, it did. It bounced in and out. What a shot by Olivia Peach. She's been electric from the perimeter. Palin Camp for the Tigers now. Back out to the key. Back to Camp. Outside to Kaylee Young setting things up for the Tigers. 1:23 to go in the first. 17-14 in favor of the Aces. That's Camp once again setting up the offense for the Tigers. 32 Smith now has it. Peyton Smith, that is. Back out to number 3, Peyton Keys in the game for three. Got it. This Paris team can shoot the three.
It's aerial warfare right now, and something I like to say, Riley Hershey's not yet on the scoreboard. And she's somebody, her and Macy Randall both having 2 points combined. That's something you can't have as the Aces.
Under 1 minute to go now. It's going to be Aces possession still. 51.8 to go, 17-17. It's been an offensive battle so far through one.
Yeah, a lot of three-pointers. Mount Carmel's made 3. Paris has made 3, so really even shooting and some even offense from both sides.
Riley Hershey loses the ball, headed driving into the basket, so it's going to be Tigers possession. 47-4, 17-17 all, as we've got a substitution here.
She just tried to force it right there, Eli. She took it, ripped baseline when I think if Mount Carmel pulls it out, tries to set something up, they're not going to give Paris this opportunity to try to rotate the ball around and get the last shot.
So 33, Gracie Watson back in the game as number 13 for the Tigers. Kaylee Young sets things up. Close to 30 on the clock now in the first quarter. Still tied, 17 apiece. Peyton Keys setting things up for the Tigers. Out to Camp. She's thinking about a three, but she's going to withdraw from that. 13 now has possession. That's Young. Takes it out. 15 on the clock now, still 17 apiece, as the Tigers are thinking about a last shot.
They're going to set some sort of quick setup as you really only needed 16 seconds, which they had.
For a three, they got it. That clock's going to continue to run. Aces running out of time for a final shot. Won't get it off. And the Tigers are going to come out with a lead in the first quarter. It's been electric offensively. I'm sure that'll change here in the second quarter by both teams, but after one, it's 2017 in favor of Paris. A fun one so far. We'll be back in 30 seconds for the start of the second quarter. Don't go anywhere. This is WSJD.
Great victories start with smart plays. At First National Bank, we help you craft a winning savings strategy, whether it's for a new home, a dream vacation, or a secure future. Like a great team, achieving your financial goals takes preparation, patience, and the right partner by your side. With personalized savings plans and tools, FNB helps you make every move count. Your financial playbook starts here.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back here in Paris, Illinois, that scoreboard reads 20 to 17 in favor of the Paris Tigers, brought to you by Tim Phillips of Jade Investment. And that timeout, or the first quarter ended rather, but we're still going to shout out our sponsors here. Timeout's brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. It's been an electric first quarter, and it just seems like both teams have opted to shoot the ball rather than defend, Max.
Yeah, the Aces just, we say it so much as they just don't close out well right now. And Paris isn't doing much more on the defensive end, as the Aces do have a couple more turnovers, but one side starts to slow down, it's going to be big time for them.
So Tigers had it coming out of the first quarter, missed the three-point attempt. That was 23, Macy Bicknell. So it's going to be Aces ball headed the other way.
They're setting up in a man-to-man press, and this could hurt the Aces here.
So here's Macy Randall, breaks the press, puts up a shot, no good, rebounded by the Tigers. Headed the other way is Kaylee Young, number 13 of Paris. Passes inside to 23. Once again, that's Bicknell. Stolen away by the Aces. Good defensive effort there by Mount Carmel. Riley Hershey passes to Olivia Peach now. Looks inside. Good pass to Maddie Stevens, but picked away once again by the Tigers. Fast break here for number 1 of the Tigers. She misses the shot, maybe blocked rather, but here's Riley Hershey taking it for the Aces. Stolen away once again. It's a 2-on-2 opportunity for the Tigers. Stolen away by Mount Carmel now. Here's the defensive effort we were looking for.
Yeah, either side needed a timeout or a foul call there, because each team just went turnover for missed shot or turnover to turnover, and that's hard to watch and really hard to play. It's hard to keep up that pace. They need to stoppage of clock, and here Mount Carmel has to use this possession and not just get a quick turnover against this press.
So it looks like the Aces are going to try to slow things down here. They're looking to get over the half court. Finally got there. Passed off the leg of 13 Kaylee Young. So it's going to be Aces possession still. 6:52 to go in the first half. 20 to 17 still in favor of the Tigers. No points scored yet here in the second.
May Stevens was a little bit nervous to cross that half court line because she knew that there was probably going to be a trap sent at her. You just have to cross the line and force your way back to the middle to avoid these traps.
Riley Hershey puts up the shot from the key, no good. And jump ball here, gonna stay with the Aces. Good defensive effort there by Paris.
Yeah, Mount Carmel needs this one right here, as a long possession might favor him, as this Paris team just seemingly cannot miss.
Here are the Aces on offense. Once again, Riley Hershey setting things up, passes to Sellers, back to Hershey. Here's Peach for 3, got it once again. What an impressive showing so far from Olivia Peach.
She's single-handedly keeping them in the game right now with 12 points. Got to continue to feed her.
20 to 20, tied here, 6:18 to go in the first half. Paris has it, 23 in possession, that's Bicknell. Out to 32, Peyton Smith, back to Bicknell. At the top of the key, defended well, drives inside, passes out to 13, pump fake, puts up a jumper there, no good, rebounded Tigers. Looking outside once again. Wide open is 23. Bicknell for 3. No good. Off the top of the backboard. And it's Aces ball.
She's having a little bit of a rough shooting night right now, but Mount Carmel just needs to stay settled right now and get another basket. They have a chance for their first lead since it was 11 to 10.
So Peyton Smith checks out of the game. I believe it's Kylie Edwards back into the game now. Aces have possession. 5:54 to go in the first half. Looking to go across half court are the Aces. They get there. 31 Sellers keeping it herself. Looks inside. Great pass to Maddie Stevens and fouled on the 2-point shot. And one opportunity incoming for Mount Carmel.
Great cut there by Maddie Stevens. She's had a couple good cuts so far. And really good pass there by Evie Sellers to get her the ball down low. And really another good finish through contact. They have their first lead since it was 11 to 10 earlier in this half.
Defense is tightened up here in the second quarter, but still scoring are the Aces. Maddie Stevens is going to be at the free throw line to make a three-point play. Selects her shot and put up. Good. She's got a three-point play. 23-20 in favor of Mount Carmel.
She finally gets a free throw to fall, as that's her first free throw she's been able to make so far tonight.
So Paris has it. That's Kylie Edwards setting things up. Passes out to 33, Gracie Watson. She's been good from three tonight. As they set it up and losing it, but it is going to stay Paris possession here. 5:28 to go in the first half. Kylie Edwards will be the inbound man for the Tigers. Looking. Finds 13. That's Kaylee Young. The Tigers slow down this offense. Looking. Edwards, good pass inside to 51. Puts up the shot. No good. It was wide open, but she missed it. That was number 51 on the shot there, Morgan Coombs, a sophomore for the Tigers, as Aces have it now.
Aces got a lucky break there. Got to use it again to get this to a double-digit lead, or two-possession lead, sorry.
Olivia Peach has it. Tigers bench wanted to travel there. They won't get it. 31, Sellers now has it, and timeout called by Mount Carmel as they lead 23-20. Timeouts are brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. That scoreboard of Tim Phillips of Jade Investments once again reads 23-20 in favor of the Aces. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
New year, new Ford at Steve Faulkner Automotive. New 2024 Ford Expedition up to $12,000 off. And take home a new 24 Ford truck now with invoice pricing. See them all at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. This is the year for your new ride at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a new 2024 Dodge Hornet, now 0% APR, and Jeep Wranglers with 0% financing and up to $6,000 off. Come in and get yours today.
Back here for Little Illini Conference play. A good one so far between your Mount Carmel Lady Aces and the Tigers of Paris, Illinois. 23-20, once again, that scoreboard brought to you by Tim Phillips of Jade Investments. After the timeout, brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. It's going to be Aces ball out of the timeout. Riley Hershey setting things up for the Lady Aces. Defended well by Kylie Edwards. Hershey looking, picks up her dribble, passes out to Peach. She's been dangerous from the three-point line. Defended well, back to Hershey at the logo, rather. Pass inside to Macy Randall, puts up the shot, rebounded. Aces puts up another shot, no good. Rebounded once again. No, it's going to be Paris possession this time. 13, Kaylee Young on a fast break opportunity. Passes out, tipped away by the Aces. Good defensive effort there by Mount Carmel.
Macy Randall hasn't scored outside of one basket yet. She's sort of starting to force some shots up. She needs to settle down, and the Aces need to not force the ball inside to her when they're sending a lot of doubles.
Tigers have it. 23, drives inside, blocked on the shot, headed the other way now are the Aces. Maddie Stevens passes to Olivia Peach, who takes it across half court. Passed over to Madeline Mann, back to Peach. Macy Randall has it, back to Hershey, the left side. Good pass inside to Maddie Stevens, put her turnaround shot, got it. 23-20, now 25-20 in favor of the Aces. Tigers have it the other way, driving inside, no good. Rebounded Tigers, gets her own putback shot. 13, Kaylee Young. She narrows the lead to 3, still in favor of the Aces. 3:47 to go in this one as Riley Hershey takes it across half court, defended well by the Tigers, picks up her dribble, passes out to Macy Randall, who passes out to number 12. That is Madeline Mann, back to Randall. Wide open is Riley Hershey for 3. Got it. The Aces are on fire from the perimeter tonight.
And she's the last of the big three to get one tonight, so she needs to get rolling if the Aces want to continue to build this lead.
Paris now has it. 11 outside, passes to Kylie Edwards, number 2, setting things up for the Tigers. 13, Young drives inside, puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded Aces. Aces have some momentum now. 28-22, 3:05 to go in the first half.
Got to push here. You can't force a shot, but you cannot just hold the ball forever.
Madeline Mann has it for the Aces, drives inside, tipped away by the Tigers, but recovered by Mount Carmel. Here's Hershey driving inside, pass out to Mann. Mann has it, picks up her dribble, passes outside. It's going to be tipped away by the Tigers, so still Aces possession. 28-22 reads that Tim Phillips of Jade Investments scoreboard. What a fun one so far. On the inbound, it's going to be Evie Sellers for the Aces. See who she targets here. It's going to be 12 Madeline Mann once again, setting things up for the Aces. 2:42 to go in this first half. Mann passes to Hershey. Left corner is Olivia Peach. She's been dangerous from there. Tigers don't want to leave her open. Lost the ball, did Peach, but recovered. It's going to be on the floor. Jump ball in favor of Paris.
The Aces, as we said, they didn't need to hold the ball forever, but they need just to take longer possessions. Right there, they did use about a minute of clock, if I'm not mistaken, and they didn't get a shot out of it. So you need to see them, after these long possessions, working their way into a shot.
Kaylee Young taking it up for the Tigers, headed the other way. Here's 32, that's Peyton Smith. Passes out to 13, Kaylee Young, who put up a 3, rebounded Aces. Headed the other way is Riley Hershey. 2:08 to go as Madeline Mann has it. Right side, drives inside, picks up her dribble, passed out to Olivia Peach, who drives in, puts up a shot, blocked on the opportunity. Rebounded Macy Randall for 2, 30-22 in favor of the Aces.
And there we go. The Aces, even though it was a quicker possession, they finished the possession. They stayed with it, and they were able to get 2 points out of it.
Seemingly the biggest lead in this one, 30-22, an 8-point lead for the Lady Aces, but it's going to be Tigers' possession underneath their basket. 1:50 to go in the first half. That's 13, Kaylee Young on the inbound, looking, can't find anyone, tipped away. Good defense by the Aces. It's going to stay Tigers' possession. That was Palin Camp who touched it going out of bounds. Excuse me, it's going to be Tigers' possession. So it sticks with Paris on the inbound. Good pass inside, and one almost had it. That was Palin Camp. Almost had a 3-point play, but misses the shot. She's going to head to the free throw line nonetheless.
That's almost exactly what Mount Carmel's been doing to them. A lot of that backdoor lob. It's an inbound play. They flash somebody corner, run a screen for a big, and really good pass there, and really just great execution on a really good out-of-bounds play.
Palin Camp nails the first free throw, cuts the lead to 7, 1:44 to go. As for the Tigers, that is Kylie Edwards checking out, and number 3, Peyton Keys, is going to check back into the game. Second free throw opportunity incoming for Camp of the Tigers. No good. Rebounded Aces, headed the other way. That's Olivia Peach. 1:42 on the clock. Defended well was Riley Hershey. Back to Peach. Once again, back to Hershey. Picks up her dribble. Looking. Passes back out to Peach at the logo. 1:30 and counting in this first half. 31. Sellers puts up a 3. No good. Last touched by the Tigers, I think. So it's still going to be Aces possession here under the basket. The inbound man for the Aces. No one's out there yet. Got to find someone. It's going to be Olivia Peach on the inbound. And another substitution, 12, Madeline Mann checking out of the game. Macy Randall back in here.
And if I'm the Aces, I run some sort of quick play to get a 3 in the corner for either Riley Hershey or Olivia Peach.
And they did think about it, but went inside for a short 2, or long 2 rather, missed it. So it's going to be Paris headed the other way. Still a 7-point lead for Mount Carmel. Tigers have it. That is number 33 setting things up, Gracie Watson. Passes back out to Kaylee Young, number 13 of the Tigers. Palin Camp has it. Looking. Passes back out to Peyton Smith, top of the key. Right side, right corner now. That's number 3, Peyton Keys, top of the key. Back to Keys, right side. Looking. Can't find anyone. Good defensive effort by the Aces as we're well under 1 minute now. 42 and counting on the clock. Good defense, Mount Carmel. Tigers looking. That's Camp on the shot. Rebounded. Aces. Good defense. Headed the other way is Maddie Stevens looking. Picks up her dribble. They've got to get across half court. Under 30 to go now. Is Riley Hershey setting things up. They'd be best to hold on to this ball as long as they can. Still a 7-point lead. Olivia Peach, left corner, wide open was Macy Randall. Too high of a pass, but she'll put up a shot nonetheless and get it. Good opportunity there by the Aces. 10 seconds and counting. Tigers likely looking for a shot last second. Stolen away by the Aces, wide open. 3, 2, 1. Riley Hershey for 2 at the final second of the first half. Aces running away with it. Still a lot of basketball to be played, but that Tim Phillips of Jade Investment scoreboard reads 34-23 in favor of your Mount Carmel Lady Aces. And we'll be back in about 3 minutes for the Keepus Funeral Home halftime show located at 1500 North Cherry Street. An offensive battle so far in the LIC, a chance for a three-way tie in the LIC Conference Championship. We'll be back in 3 minutes for scoring summaries and our thoughts on the first half here on WSJD. Back in 3 minutes.
As soon as I came here, I started looking at the programs that they have, and the most that I like, it was early childhood education, and then after I see the classes and everything, that's the one that I picked. I would like to be a teacher in the future. I like it so much because I had the experience to work at Small World with the kids, and each day I learn, and I learn from the kids, and like with my teachers, like they teach me all the stuff that I need to do and to be a better teacher. And classes is amazing, so I would just recommend everyone to come here to Wabash Valley College.
Hello, I'm Sarah Harrell. I'm from Crossville, Illinois, and I attend here at Wabash for the Advanced Manufacturing Program. Being here has really helped me grow and really experience what it'll be like later in life, being able to work in a shop and actually run machines. I've loved working on the 3D printer and on the wire EDM and just CNC machines in general. I want to be like a designer and programmer type thing so I can do most of my time on SolidWorks and programming CNC machines.
At Wabash General Hospital Senior Enrichment Center, we believe that sometimes a helping hand is all it takes for seniors to get their lives back on track. Our dedicated team of healthcare professionals are here to offer guidance and support, helping navigate the unique health and lifestyle concerns faced by seniors. Whether dealing with feelings of anxiety, loneliness, or unresolved grief, struggling with changes in mood or concentration, or coping with health-related challenges, we're here for you. Call Wabash General Hospital Senior Enrichment Center at 618-263-9116.
Get ready for Jason Hootie, Mesmerizing Magic. Experience an evening of amazement and wonder as you dazzle in magic and illusions live with world-class magician Jason Hootie. With a show featuring grand illusions, comedic audience participation, incredible sleight of hand, and much more. Get your tickets now and prepare to be amazed with Jason Hootie, Mesmerizing Magic.
Buy Low is Mount Carmel's local grocery destination, proudly serving the community with fresh products, friendly faces, and great deals every week. From our fresh deli and bakery to a wide variety of produce, fresh cut meat selections, and even an Ace Hardware, we've got everything you need, all close to home. Stay updated on all the savings at myiga.com or follow us on Facebook at Mount Carmel Buy Low for the latest specials. Shop local, save big at Buy Low, Mount Carmel's hometown store.
There's a lot of things that you can do to help and reduce your heating bills over the wintertime. There's a lot of things that you can do to help and reduce your heating bills over the wintertime. Open the draperies in the house. Let the sun warm the interior of your home during the day. That helps reduce some of that heating load during the day. Consider installing programmable thermostats. You can drop the temperature down while you're not there, or in the evening times when you're asleep, make the house a little cooler, and then have those programmable thermostats bring the temperature up at the times you're actually in the home, not away.
34-23 in favor of your Lady Aces of Mount Carmel. We are at the halftime show brought to you by Keepus Funeral Home located at 1500 North Cherry Street. And Max, we talked before the game, we wanted some action and we've gotten it in this one. It's been a high-scoring affair by both teams. Paris slowed down there in the second quarter. Mount Carmel stiffened up on defense, but it's been all offense so far in this first half.
Yeah, 34-23 right now in favor of Mount Carmel. They're really doing a great job of working through their sets, doing a great job of getting looks inside and really mixing in some threes. They hit 5 threes in that first half. That's the most they've hit in a half all year, and I don't even think it's close. They usually don't hit more than 3 in a game. So Mount Carmel really getting it down through the air, and then of course, Paris with 4 threes, but they're just continuing to not get inside. Paris is struggling to get inside. When they do get inside, Macy Randall just does such an amazing job at altering shots, blocking shots, and making it difficult for people to get inside and score. So that's something that we're going to see. Are they going to try to attack the rim more? Or are they going to continue to sit outside and really try to rain down threes as they didn't make one in the second quarter?
Yeah, that was definitely, they were hot in the first quarter, and it seemed like we were going to go back and forth all day. But, that can only last so long. And as you said, they just haven't been able to get anything going on the interior. But that's where the Aces have excelled from the perimeter and in the interior, a good mixed bag on offense. So, it's going to be interesting to see what Paris does coming out of the second half to not only get back in this one, an 11-point lead for the Aces, but they've got to switch things up defensively to get back in this one.
Yeah, they've got to switch things up defensively as they're running a man-to-man right now, and the Aces have just a beautiful play to run against the man-to-man, and when they run it all the way through, they get so many post looks, they get so many outside looks that it's really hard to guard. When you help off, they have somebody else in the spot where if the helper helps, you got to help the helper. You know what I'm saying? And if Macy Randall's defender over helps, they're going to throw it down to her. Maddie Stevens' defender doesn't hustle. They're going to throw it to her on the lob. They run it to perfection, really.
So this has been the Keepus Funeral Home halftime show. We'll be back in 1 minute for a scoring summary from the first half. Don't go anywhere. This is WSJD. Back in 1 minute for the remainder of the Keepus Funeral Home halftime show located.
I didn't know you were.
No, you're good.
I'm Mason Gross. I am a marketing business management major at Wabash Valley College. You'll learn a lot about in the business industry as a whole, and that really helps you to explore your options as far as to what's out there. So I'm doing my internship at Summer Real Estate in Salem, Illinois. Right now I'm working on getting my license. I am hanging around the office, going to showings, and doing everything I can as a non-licensee to get myself ready for when I graduate and take that step as an agent.
My name is Parker Linson. I'm a second-level nursing student at Wabash Valley College. We were able to get hands-on experience with a mannequin that has real breath sounds, real, lung sounds, and can cough and, do different things. That makes it really unique to have that kind of experience right here on campus. And then we've done clinicals. Being able to go into those ICUs and emergency departments and be able to see those critical patients, it is a very good experience. Being able to be in that position and look back.
Back here to Paris, Illinois, where your Mount Carmel Lady Aces lead the Tigers 34-23. That scoreboard brought to you by Tim Phillips of Jade Investments. This is the Keepus Funeral Home halftime show, once again located at 1500 North Cherry Street, as the Mount Carmel Lady Aces come out back to the floor. But we're going to give you a scoring summary from the first half. And Max, I hope you've got a long lung capacity because it's been scoring all around.
Yeah, we'll start off with Paris real quick. They're led by senior Gracie Watson. She has 8 points. And then both with 5 is sophomore Kaylee Young and senior Peyton Smith. Then with 3 is number 3, the freshman Peyton Keys. And then number 1, Palin Camp has 1 point. Then for your Aces, it all starts out with Olivia Peach. She has 12 points. She reined in 4 threes to start out the game, and then Maddie Stevens had 9 of her own, so there's one part of that big 3. She did a great job of scoring in the post and making it where they can't just completely try to run Mount Carmel at the three-point line. Then Macy Randall was 6 and Riley Hershey with 5, so there's the 2 others of the big 3. And then Madeline Mann has 2 of her own. Notably not on scoring is Evie Sellers. She's going to get one to fall soon, so we're going to continue to see if the Aces can build this offense heading forward, and we're going to see what defensive changes Paris is going to make in the second half.
Should be interesting. We're going to keep it here as this clock rains down. This looks like they're just going to start early. This has been the Keepus Funeral Home halftime show located at 1500 North Cherry Street. Should be interesting to see what both teams do in the second half, but we are underway. Aces possession to start the half. Hershey passes to Macy Randall. Back to Randall is Sellers now. Passes right corner. That's Riley Hershey, the starting 5 out here for Mount Carmel to start the second half. 12, Madeline Mann has it. Left corner now, back to Randall. Cross-court pass to Riley Hershey. Puts up a 3, no good. Tigers possession.
Paris starting out with a 2-3 there. That's an early change from them.
Tigers have it wide open inside is 32, Peyton Smith. So that's that interior offense we were talking about for the Tigers that they needed to get going.
Yeah, and the Aces also just got lost. They were running around. They were in transition. Nobody matched up, so they allowed somebody wide open at the basket. You get the ball, then the basket. Those are the first 2 things you guard in any sort of transition defense.
Macy Randall inside, thought about a shot, but not fouled on the opportunity. Aces want a foul, but nonetheless, it'll stay Aces possession under the basket. 31 on the inbound, Evie Sellers is going to set things up underneath the basket. Pass out to Riley Hershey at the top of the key. Sets up Mount Carmel's offense. Right corner Macy Randall thought about a three, pump fake, inside, puts up a shot, no good. Tigers have it going the other way.
She's settling for some floaters and some easy shots. I would like to see her work back to the basket a little bit more and get some more looks at the rim.
Kylie Edwards picks up her dribble, passes out to Kaylee Young, who loses that pass. It's going to be Ace's possession. On the sideline, 31, Evie Sellers on the inbound. Here's Riley Hershey setting things up for the Aces, defended well. Passes out to Madeline Mann. Back to Hershey, right side. Picks up her dribble. Passes inside, tipped away. 2 on nobody for Paris. They're going to put up an easy shot for a layup. Got it. They cut the lead to 7.
Got to get back, and you really just have to make strong passes. She kind of just lobbed it in there to Macy Randall at the high post, and easy turnover. And again, another turnover here for the Aces.
Paris has really stiffened up on defense here in the first minute of play in the second half. Just a 7-point lead now for Mount Carmel as the Tigers will have possession. 34-27 reads that Tim Phillips of Jade Investment scoreboard as Paris sets things up. Kaylee Young for the Tigers. Passes out to Kylie Edwards. Stolen away now. Bad pass, an errant pass rather, by the Tigers as Riley Hershey has it. It's going to be a foul on her defender, 23, Macy Bicknell. Really not a lot of fouling in this one so far.
No, not a lot of stoppages. The clock really good for the Aces right now as they just don't go as deep, good for Paris as Aces just do not go as deep into their bench.
Olivia Peach at the top of the key for Mount Carmel. Passes out to Hershey left side. Back to Peach at the logo. Passes back out to Maddie Stevens. Back to Peach to Hershey now. 5:51 and counting in the third quarter. Hershey sets things up for the Aces. Right corner, Olivia Peach, 31. Sellers put up a 3. Got it. 5:41. They extend their lead to 10. Double-digit lead for Mount Carmel.
We were just saying how important it was going to be for her to get a 3 early.
Fouled on the shot for Paris. That was 32, Peyton Smith. They are headed her way in the interior, trying to get things going for the Tigers, headed to the free throw line, and 1 for Peyton Smith.
Help the helper. Macy Randall does a good job of helping, and that's really the perks of the dunker spot is Evie Sellers doesn't work her way around. Wide open layup for number 32 for Paris. That'll be Peyton Smith.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm all confused on names.
She misses the free throw, headed the other way. Now are the Aces. Riley Hershey stolen away, 2-on-1. Hershey doing her best. Pass inside to 1. Misses the shot, rebounded by the Tigers. And that one's good. 23, Macy Bicknell. But just a 6-point lead now for the Aces. Paris has some momentum. Aces will have it, headed the other way. Hershey passes out to Macy Randall. Stopped at half court, back to Hershey. Passes inside, tipped away by Peyton Smith. She's had a great second half. Back to the Aces now. A bad pass by Paris. Hershey driving inside, puts up a shot, and no good. Tipped out of bounds. It's going to stick with Mount Carmel.
Mount Carmel just not making smart decisions right now. A lot of bad passes, a lot of errant turnovers. Got to get something going on the offensive end here.
37-31 still in favor of the Aces as Riley Hershey sets things up off the inbound. Olivia Peach for 3. No good. Rebounded Aces. Maddie Stevens tipped away and stolen by the Tigers. Once again, 2-on-1 for the Tigers. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebounded by the Aces. Aces caught a break on that one. Hershey headed the other way. Wide open driving. Backs things out. Probably a smart idea. Maddie Stevens has it left side. Back to Hershey. Good pass inside to Macy Randall. No good. Gets a rebound and fouled on the putback. She's headed to the free throw line.
That's what she needs to do is work her way down in the post. She got 2 looks at a layup and was able to get fouled on both of them. One wasn't called and she just missed him.
37-31 as Macy Randall looks for her first free throw attempt. Got it. Extends the lead to 7. 4:24 to go in the third quarter. Multiple substitutions made for the Tigers, as you mentioned earlier in the game, Max. They like to rotate. Looks like number 3, Peyton Keys, checks into the game as Macy Randall drains both of her free throws. Extends the lead to 8, 4:21 as the Tigers head the other way. Inside, blocked by Macy Randall. What a defensive effort there by Randall.
Yeah, she does such a great job of shot blocking. She's a middle blocker in volleyball, so she has really good timing. And she's also 6'3".
that definitely helps. Paris has it, 51. That is Morgan Coombs. Passes out to 3. Peyton Keys has it now. Setting things up for Paris. Drives right inside. Good pass to Coombs, who misses the shot. Had it wide open. A good play there by Paris, but couldn't get it to fall. Aces headed the other way. 4:02 to go in the third quarter. On the inbound, that's 31. Sellers now has it. Back to Hershey. As the Tigers brought sort of a press, but it's going to be their possession headed the other way. 2-on-1 once again, but good defense by the Aces. They're going to back it out. A 33 for 3, no good. Rebounded by it's going to be a jump ball opportunity, rather. It's going to be Tigers possession, no, Aces possession, but a timeout, a lot going on right now. 3:43 to go. We'll take one with them. Timeout brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. Back in 30 seconds on WSJD.
Start your new year at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a new 2025 Jeep Compass with payments as low as $399. And 25 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with 0% financing. Come in today or go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has an outstanding service department. With free pickup and delivery, we'll make sure your vehicle runs perfectly at an affordable price. Come see us today or view our service specials at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Back here to Little Illini Conference play. A fun second half so far. Defense is stiffened up 39-31, though, in favor of your Lady Aces. Just under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. As we are back from the timeout brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. I think it's going to be Aces possession headed out of the timeout.
Yeah, and the Aces really need to just discuss what they're going to do against this press. They've had a lot of unneeded turnovers and really unforced turnovers as they're just throwing lazy passes against the press. They're not handling the pressure. And right here, man-to-man press, get it back to your guard and clear out the floor.
Hershey passes over to Maddie Stevens, almost tipped away by the Tigers. Aces might have got away with one, but here's a good trap stolen away by the Tigers once again. On the fast break is number 1, Palin Camp, misses the shot and recovered by the Aces. Macy Randall, good pass to Olivia Peach, 1-on-2. She's going to drive inside to try and draw a foul, misses the shot, rebounded. Tigers headed the other way. Backs it out to number 33, Gracie Watson, who will set up the Tigers offense. 13 drives inside. Kaylee Young passes out to Peyton Keys. Picks up her dribble. Back to 13. For 3. Got it. That's Kaylee Young. Cuts the lead to 5. 2:57 to go in the third quarter. Aces have it.
The Aces are they have more turnovers than they do points this quarter, and it is showing. They're really loose with the ball. They're sped up, and they just look scared to be out on the floor right now, in all honesty.
Yeah, you've nailed it right on the head. Just errant passes here and there, unforced turnovers, just not playing smart basketball right now. Aces will have it, though, and it's going to be a foul on number 13, I believe. It's going to be Aces possession on the sideline. On the inbound is 31, Evie Sellers. Good pass inside to Macy Randall, but it's going to be tipped away by a Tiger underneath the basket. Aces will still have it.
And they're just doing everything that Paris wants them to do right now. They're dribbling right to where they want to trap them. They're doing everything that Paris needs them to do to get back into this game.
Left corner is Maddie Stevens. Passes out to Hershey, left side. Good pass over to Evie Sellers. Blocked on the three-point attempt, and what a defensive effort by the Tigers. Headed the other way, 13, Kaylee Young. Passes out to Peyton Keys. Back out to Camp for 3. Air ball. It'll be Aces ball headed the other way. 39-34 still in favor of the Aces, but the Tigers have clawed their way back into this one.
Aces, yeah, they're just really struggling to not turn the ball over. They're doing exactly what Paris wants them to do. They're dribbling to the spots where they want to send traps, and it's killing them. There's nothing else to say, but it's killing them, and it's going to continue to kill them until Mount Carmel can figure out how to not dribble to the spots where they want to trap them.
Aces almost lose the ball once again, and they will this time. A bad pass, just not looking where they're going as the Tigers now have possession. Kylie Edwards, who checked into the game for Peyton Keys, Now a three-point shot put up by 13, rebounded by the Aces, headed the other way. Riley Hershey setting things up, under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Macy Randall looking, passes back out to Hershey, top of the key. Setting things up for the Aces, Madeline Mann now has it. Almost lost the ball, and she will once again. Just not looking where they're going are the Aces. The Tigers will have it the other way now.
They're just struggling against these traps, and they're not making strong passes.
On the shot there, 23, Macy Bicknell cuts the lead to just 3 now, as the Aces will call timeout, and all of a sudden Paris has all the momentum. We'll actually keep it here to kind of discuss what's been going on, as this timeout's brought to you by Country Financial agent Tia Morgan. It just seems like the Aces absolutely need to slow down and try to set things up on offense, and just, I would assume during this timeout they are really trying to reiterate, is Matt McCarty, that be smart with your passes and just set up your offense that was working throughout these first 3 quarters.
He's just going to continue to tell them to slow down, slow down, slow down, and I don't know if I can say it enough, but slow down. They are really getting sped up. They're getting trapped on the wings. They're getting trapped in corners. They're getting trapped when they cross half court, and they're dribbling right to those spots every time. So they're not doing anything to help themselves out against the trap, and they're really just going to continue to make really bad turnovers, really bad mistakes until they figure out that, hey, we can't continue to do the same thing of dribble the spots where they want us to dribble to, because we're going to turn it over every time. And they're also just super loose with their dribble and loose with their passes. They got to tighten it up. They've got to slow it down, and they've got to limit their mistakes, as they've been outscored by right around 7 points this quarter alone.
Yeah, don't make it easier than you have to against this Tigers team. You know, they've clawed their way back into this one, and Aces got to figure it out. 1:27 on the clock for the third quarter as the Aces have it. Macy Randall gets across half court. Good possession by the Aces. Randall picks up her dribble, looking, passes out to Hershey, defended well. 1:14 to go in the third quarter. Hershey drives inside, tries to force a foul, and she's going to get one.
They're going to call it on the floor.
So they will call it on the floor. Won't be a shooting foul.
It was on the floor. She hadn't even put the shot up yet.
Yeah, I agree with that one, but nonetheless, it's going to be Aces possession under the basket. 1:10 on the clock as Riley Hershey gets the pass back for 3. Got it. That's going to help. 42-36, 1:04 to go. Aces lead.
It's one of the most simple inbound plays, but it works.
For 3 of their own are the Tigers. Air ball out of bounds. Aces possession. That was number 3 on the shot attempt there. Peyton Keys for Paris. Under 1 to go in the third quarter. That really helped slow things down for the Aces.
Yeah, they got to use this here. I don't know how much we can stress of they can't have a quick turnover. They've got to get some sort of basket here to try to extend this lead.
Here's Olivia Peach, put up a shot, trying to force a foul. On the rebound was Maddie Stevens, but once again, it's going to be Tigers ball. Tripped on that, so she's going to be called for a foul. I think that's Olivia Peach. Probably, not on purpose, but just one of those things you get tied up and you're going to get called for a foul every time.
Why get that close to her? She's already beat you. Just get behind her or match up. Somebody's already down. Yell switch, switch, switch. Communication is key. These Paris girls do it really well. I haven't heard Mount Carmel talk near as much.
Just her first of the game for Olivia Peach. Tigers will have it under 1 to go. 34 on the clock, in fact. Pass out by the Tigers. Put up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Macy Randall. Aces headed the other way. Wide open, Maddie Stevens. Foul? No, she might have had a foul on the shot. Makes it nonetheless. 44-36 in favor of the Aces, as we're running out of time here in the third.
That's why you dribble with your head up.
Tigers have it. 23, Macy Bicknell puts up a shot and fouled. So she'll head to the free throw line with just 12.6 to go in the third.
Right now, the Aces got to limit some fouls. There's so many things that they got to fix, and they're up 8. So that's something you can look at as a positive, but there are too many turnovers, 1 too many fouls. Even if they only have 3, they're fouling at the wrong times too.
So Bicknell will make the first, and that will give Olivia Peach 2 fouls in just a short span. So now sort of in foul trouble is Peach for the Aces, as Bicknell made the first one. So we await the second free throw attempt. Once again, just under 13 to go in the third. Misses the second attempt, rebounded Aces. And stolen away by the Tigers right under the basket. Jump ball, but it's probably going to stick with the Tigers.
Yeah, why try that dribble handoff when you're guarded by two people? Now they have the ball under their own basket with 7 seconds left. They have a chance to cut it to a 4-point lead. Simple mistakes are leading to big outcomes. The Aces need to clean it up.
Just under 8 seconds to go in the third. Tigers looking for a final shot opportunity, perhaps to cut the lead. 3 seconds on the clock. Palin Camp has it. No good. Will be the shot opportunity. I don't think she got it off in time anyway, but it's anybody's ball game right now. 44-37, though, in favor of the Aces as we head to quarter number 4. That Tim Phillips of the Jade Investment scoreboard once again reads 44-37 in favor of your Mount Carmel Lady Aces. Back in 30 seconds for the start of the fourth quarter.
Start your new year at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a new 2025 Jeep Compass with payments as low as $399. And 25 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with 0% financing. Come in today or go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has an outstanding service department. With free pickup and delivery, we'll make sure your vehicle runs perfectly at an affordable price. Come see us today or view our service specials at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Back here to Paris, Illinois, as we are well into an LIC conference matchup, and it's been a good one so far. 44-37 in favor of the Mount Carmel Lady Aces, but there have been several enforced turnovers by this Aces team, and Paris is just stuck around, and it feels like they have the momentum going forward here in the fourth.
Yeah, they've got so much momentum. They're forcing a lot of turnovers, as you already said, and Mount Carmel's just struggling. It's simple as that. They cannot get anything going because they're dribbling into traps, and when they do get trapped, they're just not throwing strong passes.
Good defense there once again by the Tigers. Olivia Peach, good pass inside to Maddie Stevens, fouled on the shot attempt. She'll head to the free throw line. Good pass inside to force a foul on these Paris Tigers.
Now that it's the fourth quarter, I don't want to jinx it, but fourth free throws are the most important in the fourth. Got to get your legs under you. You got to make your free throws.
Maddie Stevens will make the first one off the front of the rim, on the backboard and in. So they extend their lead to 8 points, 7:47 to go in this ball game as we await Maddie Stevens' second shot. No good, rebounded by Macy Randall on the putback. A three-point play incoming as they increase their lead once again to double digits. What a play by Macy Randall.
Yeah, she's now the third Aces in double digits right now. And great play there. She read that perfectly. I saw it. I kind of had a feeling it was coming. She had great positioning to get that rebound and used her length to get a big board.
Macy Randall misses the free throw, but a double-digit lead nonetheless for Mount Carmel as Paris heads the other way. Passed outside to Macy Bicknell, setting things up for the Tigers. At the logo now, backs out, drives inside, passes back out to 13, Kaylee Young. Sends things over to Kylie Edwards, back to Young. And here's 23, Macy Bicknell driving inside, puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded, Macy Randall. 7:17 to go in this one. Macy Randall almost lost the ball, picks up her dribble, back to Riley Hershey. And the Aces just need to slow things down here and set things up. Riley Hershey, good screen by Macy Randall. Here's Madeline Mann right side. Top of the key to Macy Randall, back to Hershey left side, setting things up. Randall at the logo, looking, back to Hershey left side, defended well by Paris. Macy Randall, good pass inside to Maddie Stevens. She'll back things out. Olivia Peach right side. Back to Maddie Stevens right side, chewing a lot of clock here. Smart basketball by the Aces. Macy Randall slows things down at the logo. 6:35 and counting. Riley Hershey right side, wide open, drives inside, forces a foul. It's going to be on the floor. And still Aces possession underneath the basket.
That's now Paris's third team foul already in this quarter alone. So 2 more and Aces getting the double bonus. Got to continue to take it to the rack hard.
Several substitutions made by Paris as the Aces have it under the basket. Hershey setting things up, 6:25 and counting. Hershey drives inside. Good shot, missed it though, rebounded by the Aces, put up another shot. Back and forth we go. Is Maddie Stevens putting up the shot to extend it to 12.
Almost like a street fight down there for that rebound.
No kidding.
Really good play there by Maddie Stevens to stay with it.
Tigers had it driving inside. It's going to be a foul on Olivia Peach, I think. So number 3 for her, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and they're seemingly trying to clean it up. They're going to call this tied, it feels like, for the rest of the game.
So that was on number 10, Maddie Stevens, rather. So it's just her first of the game, as a timeout will be called by Paris. Aces have extended their lead to 12. We'll keep it here. You know, the Aces seemed like they've kind of slowed things down now and are just trying to chew this clock, which I think is the right play.
It very much is the right play. You got a 12-point lead over a team that's had a little bit of scoring issues. They didn't score well in the second quarter after having a really good first quarter. They had a really good third quarter. Are they going to continue the same trend in this fourth quarter? So got to take advantage of it. Got to have your foot on the gas. Try to build this up to a 20-point lead. So if they do end up going on one of those runs, you got enough leeway where you're going to stay in the game. You're going to stay confident in your ability to keep it tight.
Absolutely. You know, this Aces squad not in a lot of foul trouble. It just seems like the plan right now is to chew as much clock as you can, force those fouls, get yourself to the free throw line, and try to come out of this one with a win. 12-point lead for the Aces. Tigers will have it coming out of the timeout, stolen away by Riley Hershey and fouled, as it will be Aces possession.
She should be shooting here. That's their 5th team foul, unless they just already had the clock ready.
Yeah, I think I would agree with you. I'm not sure. Maybe
they just
we missed one somewhere, but
they must have got it up quick.
It's going to be Aces possession headed the other way. Nonetheless, 6:04 on the clock as Macy Randall picks up her dribble, looking, hands it off to Riley Hershey, who drives inside to force another foul, headed to the free throw line. This is the way the Aces should be playing basketball right now, as we are under 6 minutes to go. 12-point lead for Mount Carmel.
Yeah, continue to try to get north and south. That's something that we talk about a lot in football and other sports, but here in basketball, it's so important of getting north and south. You know, the rims are facing each way. You just got to get downhill and get to the rack and get a foul and finish the ball.
It's exactly what they did, as Riley Hershey nails the first free throw to get to 50 points on the night for Mount Carmel. A 13-point lead over the Paris Tigers as we await Hershey's second free throw attempt. Just overall a great night offensively by both teams. That's going to be no good, but the Tiger went early, so Hershey's going to get another crack at this.
Yeah, sometimes you just do that when you don't feel confident. Pause a little bit extra longer, and she used that there and got the Paris defender to jump inside the lane.
See if Hershey can redeem herself. She will. 51-37, 5:55 on the clock. Tigers have it. That is Palin Camp. Passes back out to Kaylee Young for Paris. Picks up her dribble, back to Camp. Good offense here for the Tigers. 13 drives inside. That's Kaylee Young. Good defense by the Aces on the floor, and it's going to be a jump ball here, but it will stick with the Tigers, it would seem.
Yeah, they got possession, arrow pointing their way, but right here the Aces continue to do what they're doing, working hard on defensive end, and then when they get back on that offense, they take advantage of every possession.
Tigers under the basket. 3-point opportunity is good for Peyton Keys, and a timeout by Paris. Once again, we'll keep it here, but you know, both teams are aware of the situation they're in, so I'm not surprised one bit by this Paris timeout. You know, there's been certain swings in this game, and you know, Mount Carmel could go on a bit of a turnover run as they have been in this one. So it's it's far from over, I guess is what I'm saying. But both teams playing pretty good situational basketball right now.
Yeah, the Paris just got a quick three. That's what they needed to do. They have really good shooters, and they got to look from outside and were able to knock it down. Mount Carmel's got to understand that. Your whole goal's got to be to run them off the three-point line. If you're the guards, you got to run them inside. I know we talk about getting inside so much, but Macy Randall might have 5 blocks right now. So you got to continue to run her into her, and they haven't really shot the layup too well right now. They're really working outside to in as Mount Carmel's working inside out, and that's helped them a lot right now, as they do have 6 or 7 threes in the game right now, but what they've done is they've got inside very well. They've finished through contact. They've had multiple and ones, and they've also went to the line multiple times this half, as Paris has only went once. So the Aces have got to really fight on this defensive side of the ball, and here they can't say enough about how this press is going to affect the Aces. Cannot have an early turnover.
That timeout was brought to you by Country Financial agent Tia Morgan, as the Aces will have it out of the timeout. Maddie Stevens defended well, has no dribble, will pass back out to Madeline Mann. Going to be called 5 seconds, so the Tigers will get it. Just a costly mistake there by Mount Carmel.
Now, I don't know if they called 5 seconds or a 10-second call.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it was a lot of time nonetheless. But
yeah, either or, because it could have been 10 seconds. They didn't cross the timeline. I lost count, or 5 seconds of being defended, so we're not sure.
Either way, Tigers will have it under the basket. On the inbound is 13, Kaylee Young. But a timeout's going to be called by Mount Carmel, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll take one with them this time. Country Financial agent Tia Morgan, this timeout is brought to you by. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on WSJD.
Buy Low is Mount Carmel's local grocery destination, proudly serving the community with fresh products, friendly faces, and great deals every week. From our fresh deli and bakery to a wide variety of produce, fresh cut meat selections, and even an Ace Hardware, we've got everything you need, all close to home. Stay updated on all the savings at myiga.com or follow us on Facebook at Mount Carmel Buy Low for the latest specials. Shop local, save big at Buy Low, Mount Carmel's hometown store.
Back here to Paris, Illinois, where your Mount Carmel Lady Aces lead at 51-40. 5:22 to go in the ball game. Under the basket are the Paris Tigers, who put up an inbound shot. Got it. They'll cut the lead to 9. That was number 3, Peyton Keys, on the shot.
She's got all 5 of their points so far in this quarter.
Macy Randall lost her dribble, picked it up, and foul called on 33, Gracie Watson, I believe.
She's going to get tripped to the line for 2, and that looks to be her 4th foul. No, her 3rd. They put it up quick. I tell you what, I don't know if I'm that behind or what, but they get the foul up there quick.
3 for 33. That, once again, is Gracie Watson, as Macy Randall's at the free throw line. Nails the first one. Back to double digits are the Aces. 5:09 to go in this one. 33, Gracie Watson 32, that's Peyton Smith checks out of the game. Palin Camp back in this one. Rebounded by the Tigers. On the floor. I think that one was on Riley Hershey, if I'm not mistaken. That will be her 2nd of the ball game.
Eli, I tell you what, there have been more foul calls and stoppages of clock this 4th quarter than there has the rest of the game combined.
Tigers have it. That's 13. Kaylee Young puts up a shot. No good. Rebounded by Macy Randall. Just under 5 to go as the Aces look to get across the half-court line. Riley Hershey passes inside to Olivia Peach. Almost a walk, but kept her pivot. Here's Madeline Mann, right side. Back to Macy Randall. 4:41 on the clock. Riley Hershey has it. Defended well. Back out to Macy Randall, left side. Good defense by the Tigers. Hershey has it again. Back to Randall. Back and forth they go, just chewing this clock here. Macy Randall defended by 3 Tigers, but she's going to break away. Pass out to Olivia Peach for 3. No good. Rebounded Tigers. And they're headed the other way. 23, Macy Bicknell passes out for 3 to number 3. That's Peyton Keys. Foul called on number 1 of the Tigers, Palin Camp.
Yeah, that one was pretty obvious. Just got to quit. She ripped, she spent, had a good pivot. She tried to reach around her to get that ball. Picks up her 4th foul, and I'm pretty sure it's like team 8, but they've stopped showing it after 5.
It's a lot to keep track of for sure. Madeline Mann at the free throw line after that one. 52-42, still a double-digit lead for the Aces. Mann looking to make it 11. No good on the first attempt. A lot of basketball left, but Aces have the momentum right now, I'd say. Mann, free throw attempt number 2 on the way. She goes 0 for 2 on that series. Rebounded. Macy Randall missed the shot, got her 2nd rebound, and a putback, 54-42. Tigers possession. Driving inside on the foul, on the shot rather, fouled, so she'll get a 3-point play opportunity. That was 13, Kaylee Young. 3:58 to go. Back to a 10-point lead.
I don't agree with that
Not
one.
a
Macy
fan?
Randall should have had an over the back over there. They're missing few and they're calling some that I don't believe are fouls.
Yeah, this fourth quarter, as you mentioned earlier, there's been a lot of fouls called here as 13 Young nails the 3-point play, cuts the lead back to 9. Aces have it the other way. Maddie Stevens, good pass to Riley Hershey, 1-on-2. She'll drive inside to try and force a foul, but will get the 2-point, and it's back to an 11-point game. 3:45 on the clock. Paris running out of time here. Blocked on the shot, headed the other way. Aces have it, rebounded Macy Randall. Got to get across half court. Fouled once again. 3:36 to go as the Aces are going to head back to the free throw line.
I'm going to run out of room to put free throws down.
This fourth quarter, we can't state it enough. There's been several calls in this one, to say the least.
Yeah. I'm just not going to give a comment.
Macy Randall shoots the first one, makes it. So they extend their lead to 12. Once again, and Paris just running out of time here. Aces looking to get away with this one. 1 for 2 goes Macy Randall. Tigers headed the other way. That's Bicknell driving. Going to be another foul called, this time on the Aces. So Mount Carmel and Paris just trading blows here in the final minutes of this one.
Yeah, they're going to see who can get more fouls in the fourth quarter. Paris is at like 10 maybe, maybe a little less. And then right now, Mount Carmel's at 4, so 14 in this quarter alone.
3:29 as the Tigers have it underneath the basket. 57-45, a 12-point lead for the Aces. Blocked on the shot by Macy Randall. Going to be recovered by the Aces. Once again, Macy Randall. As we near 3 minutes to go. And just once again, trading blows here in the last 4 minutes of this one. Aces are going to head back to the free throw line. This time, Madeline Mann. Both teams just really want to get to that free throw line.
I don't know if they want to get that free throw line even at this point. They're going to call about everything.
Mann misses the first as 32, Peyton Smith checks into the game for Peyton Keys. Once again, that scoreboard brought to you by Tim Phillips of Jade Investments reads 57-45. Mann looking to make it 58, and she will. 13-point lead for Mount Carmel in the final minutes of this one. Tigers take a 3-point shot, 23, no good. Rebounded Macy Randall. She will dribble through, passes out to Riley Hershey. Drives inside, probably looking to force another foul. She's wide open, puts up a shot, got it. 60 points on the night for Mount Carmel. 15-point lead, their largest of this one. Tigers, 2:52 on the clock. 23, defended well. But Olivia Peach is going to be called for that one. I think that's either her third or fourth. I'm going to guess 3.
It'll be her third.
Be her third foul. 2:49 to go as the Tigers will head to the free throw line.
They're now in the bonus, and I say this on every stream. Now with the new rules, it's an automatic double bonus in the fourth quarter after 5 fouls. So Mount Carmel now has to not foul, and the same thing goes for Paris, as any free throw shooter can go 1 for 2 at the line.
Tigers cut the lead to 14, 60-46, still in favor of the Aces. Under 3 to go as 23, I believe, Macy Bicknell goes 1 for 2 at the free throw line on that attempt. Riley Hershey looking to get across half court. Good pass over to Evie Sellers. She'll drive inside, loses the ball, and Tigers headed the other way. Looks to be a 2-on-1. Call it a 2-on-2 now. Puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded Macy Randall. Passes out to Hershey. 2-on-1 opportunity for the Aces. Keeps it herself, does Hershey, fouled on the attempt. So she'll head back to the free throw line.
Good take there by Hershey. Used her pass fake, was able to almost get a Euro step, gets to the rim and gets fouled.
Good play by Hershey once again. Aces at the free throw line. Just looking to pull away from this one. Chip by chip.
And I do have a score from Edwards County. It is 46-44 with 5 minutes left. Carmel is leading that one.
Good BDC matchup over there in Edwards County. 60-46 here in favor of Mount Carmel in the LIC. 2:25 to go as Riley Hershey looks for her second free throw attempt. No good. Rebounded Tigers. That's 32 Peyton Smith on the rebound as we head the other way. Right side is 23 Macy Bicknell. Defended well by Madeline Mann, but fouled on the attempt. And once again, Tigers at the free throw line.
Can't reach there. Just leave your hands out. You can't risk getting a foul there when your team's already in a little bit of foul trouble by reaching and trying to create a steal. Just play solid defense.
Kaylee Young at the free throw line makes the first one. Excuse me, that is Macy Bicknell. I've gotten those two mixed up here and there. But she'll nail the first free throw, does Bicknell. 2:15 to go as the Tigers look to cut it to 12. Here's Bicknell. Second free throw attempt is good.
She has 9 points all in the second half so far, so got to quit fouling her.
60-48 in favor of the Aces, 2:14 and counting as Riley Hershey will be fouled. I think that was on 13. It was either 13 or number 3, so either Peyton Keys or Kaylee Young on that one. They're going to give it to... Oh, did I miss on both? I didn't think Kylie Edwards was in the area.
No. I have no clue who they called.
Oh, I have it back. I have it backwards. 2 fouls for Peyton Keys. So Peyton Keys gets the foul on that one. Riley Hershey at the free throw line. And she'll make the first one. 61-48. 13-point lead for Mount Carmel. Slipping away with this one. Hershey at the free throw line. Shot number 2. Off the front of the rim and in. 62-48. Tigers headed the other way, looking to make anything happen. 23 Bicknell drives inside, fouled on the attempt. And I think she spent more time at the free throw line than she's been at this entire court the entire game.
I think everybody's starting to spend more time at the free throw line. This is getting just very ticky-tacky calls. And Madeline Mann's now fouled out.
I am not. Someone had to at some point because it's just been back and forth on these free throw attempts. 2:08 to go as Bicknell goes 1 for 1. 62-49, a 13-point lead for the Aces. 2:08 and counting. Bicknell, good on the second attempt. 12-point lead for Mount Carmel. Hershey gets it on the inbound. Trapped by the Tigers, good defensive effort. Timeout by the Aces. We'll take one with them. Back in 30 seconds. This timeout brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. Back in 30 seconds on WSJD. 62-50 reads that Tim Phillips of Jade Investment scoreboard in favor of your Lady Aces. That timeout brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. Aces are going to have it out of that timeout. 2:05 to go. Maddie Stevens gets the inbound. Defended well by Paris. Back out to Hershey. Looking to get across the half-court line are the Aces. Pass outside to number 10, Maddie Stevens inside. A good fast break opportunity to extend the lead to 14. Under 2 minutes now. Tigers headed the other way. 3-point shot by 32. Peyton Smith got it. A timeout by Paris. They are going to do everything they can to stick in this one. I don't blame them one bit, but we will keep it here because this has just been, these last 4 minutes I think have been longer than the entire rest of the game. You know, that doesn't make any sense, but you know what I'm saying. It's been back and forth at the free throw line and just These officials are going to call anything in this fourth quarter right now.
Yes, those first 3 quarters were an hour themselves, and then plus halftime, and then we are at 20 minutes for this quarter right now alone. But I feel like every time Mount Carmel gets something, a 3 gets hit by Paris. They're a really good outside shooting team, and they're living and dying by it right now. Mount Carmel doesn't have a 3 in this fourth quarter, and Paris has 2, but Mount Carmel also has went to the line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They've went to the line 9 times in this fourth quarter, and Paris has went to the line 4 times. So a total of 13 times they've been to the line, and that's not just 13 fouls. That's just 13 times that they've been in bonus or fouled on the shot.
And that's where most of Mount Carmel's offense has come from in this fourth quarter, as they'll have it tipped away on the inbound. Tigers have it, put up a shot. No good. Rebounded Macy Randall. Almost lost it. And she's going to go across half court. Fouled will be Macy Randall. That's 13 on the offense there. Kaylee Young. We'll see how many she has, as Macy Randall will head to the free throw line. 2 on the night for Kaylee Young. 1:34 to go, an 11-point lead for the Mount Carmel Lady Aces, as they look for a 3-way tie, a share of the the Little Illini Conference Championship between Paris, Mount Carmel, and Newton, as Macy Randall makes the first free throw.
There's some sort of tiebreaker. I just cannot remember what it is yet, but I'm pretty sure it's in the realm of, differential, and if it is, Mount Carmel will probably win the conference this year.
Tigers have it after the missed free throw attempt by Randall. 65-53, 12-point lead for the Aces. Tigers have it. That's Kylie Edwards. Right side, passes out to Kaylee Young. Left side, corner 3, no good. Rebounded by the Tigers. They get their own rebound and a jump ball opportunity. No, it's going to be a foul on Maddie Stevens. More free throws headed our way. That's her third. Still a 12-point lead for Mount Carmel, as Kaylee Young will head to the free throw line for Paris. Misses the first one off the front of the rim.
Mount Carmel I don't really think it's even they can't stop fouling. I think it's they can't stop calling fouls. It's getting really ticky-tack. It's getting just called really nitpicky, and there's some of them that I would be arguing heavy if I was coaching tonight.
Young misses the second, rebounded. Wide open is Olivia Peach. Here comes a fast break. Got it. 67-53, 14-point lead after the points by Peach. 23, Bicknell now for Paris. Driving inside, puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded Maddie Stevens. 54 on the clock, looking to get across half court. Here's Peach to Randall, to Sellers for the Aces. She backs it out. Under 1 minute, 45 and counting, but 13 Young is going to be called for the foul. Aces head to the free throw line. 14-point lead, as Paris is just doing everything they can, and as is the officiating crew, to not let this game finish.
Yes.
That's the only way you can put it. 67-53, as Sellers misses the free throw, the first attempt rather.
No, I'm still, as all of us know, I'm still in college. I got an 8 a.m. class to catch tomorrow morning. I might have to call in.
Yeah, we got to go to bed at some point. Misses the second free throw attempt, does Sellers 0 for 2 on that. Under 1 minute to go. Aces likely just going to give Paris any opportunity they want here. 14-point lead. Wide open is number 2 for 3. No good for the Tigers. On the floor, rebounded by Paris. Looks like it's going to be jump ball. They'll give that one to Mount Carmel, actually. I thought Paris might have had it on the floor. Under 30 to go.
Just pull the press off and let them dribble the clock out.
It's going to be tough sledding to score 14 points in 27 seconds. Yeah,
they can shoot really well, but I don't know if their 14 points in 27 seconds go to shooters.
We've got something going on with the officiating
they had the
crew.
Possession arrow backwards. It's going to be Paris ball.
That's what I thought. I had thought Paris had it on the floor, but nonetheless.
It was a jump ball. They just had the possession arrow
backwards.
Okay,
there you go. And a timeout's going to be called by Paris. We'll take one with them. 30 seconds, brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan, back in 30 here on WSJD for the last 30 seconds of this matchup.
There's a lot of things that you can do to help and reduce your heating bills over the wintertime. Open the draperies in the house. Let the sun warm the interior of your home during the day. That helps reduce some of that heating load during the day. Consider installing programmable thermostats. You can drop the temperature down while you're not there, or in the evening times when you're asleep, make the house a little cooler, and then have those programmable thermostats bring the temperature up at the times you're actually in the home, not away.
$67.53 reads that Tim Phillips of Jade Investment scoreboard in favor of the Mount Carmel Lady Aces. 27.9 on the game clock. And in this ball game, as the Aces have come back out of the timeout, Tigers will have it underneath the basket. Once again, 67-53, a 14-point lead. Going to be tough sledding for Paris, but they'll try their best. A three-point shot, airballed, rebounded by the Tigers. Puts up another shot, no good. Rebounded by Maddie Stevens. 20 seconds and counting. Looking to close this one out. Final dribbles, perhaps. 13 and counting. Paris still pressing with 10 seconds left in the game. Aces just trying to dribble this one away. And they'll lose the ball, so Paris has one final attempt, and they won't get it. 67-53 as this one finally closes out. 67-53 in favor of Mount Carmel. They'll be victorious in this one. A long fourth quarter, but Aces will come out victorious nonetheless. We'll be back in 3 minutes for the postgame show here on WSJD. Don't go anywhere. This is Lady Aces basketball.
I'm Mason Gross. I am a marketing business management major at Wabash Valley College. You'll learn a lot about the business industry as a whole, and that really helps you to explore your options as far as to what's out there. So I'm doing my internship at Summer Real Estate in Salem, Illinois. Right now I'm working on getting my license. I am hanging around the office, going to showings, and doing everything I can as a non-licensee to get myself ready for when I graduate and take that step as an agent.
My name is Parker Linson. I'm a second level nursing student at Wabash Valley College. We were able to get hands-on experience with a mannequin that has real breath sounds, real lung sounds, and can cough and do different things. That makes it really unique to have that kind of experience right here on campus. And then we've done clinicals. Being able to go into those ICUs and emergency departments and be able to see those critical patients, it is a very good experience. Being able to be in that position and look back to where I come from, it's just awesome to be able to have that experience.
Buy Low is Mount Carmel's local grocery destination, proudly serving the community with fresh products, friendly faces, and great deals every week. From our fresh deli and bakery to a wide variety of produce, fresh cut meat selections, and even an Ace Hardware, we've got everything you need, all close to home. Stay updated on all the savings at myiga.com or follow us on Facebook at Mount Carmel Buy Low for the latest specials. Shop local, save big at Buy Low, Mount Carmel's hometown store.
New year, new Ford at Steve Faulkner Automotive. New 2024 Ford Expedition up to $12,000 off. And take home a new 24 Ford truck now with invoice pricing. See them all at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. This is the year for your new ride at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a new 2024 Dodge Hornet, now 0% APR, and Jeep Wranglers with 0% financing and up to $6,000 off. Come in and get yours today.
At Wabash General Hospital Senior Enrichment Center, we believe that sometimes a helping hand is all it takes for seniors to get their lives back on track. Our dedicated team of healthcare professionals are here to offer guidance and support, helping navigate the unique health and lifestyle concerns faced by seniors. Whether dealing with feelings of anxiety, loneliness, or unresolved grief, struggling with changes in mood or concentration, or coping with health-related challenges, we're here for you. Call Wabash General Hospital Senior Enrichment Center at 618-263-9116.
Final score 67-53 in favor of your Mount Carmel Lady Aces. A fourth quarter that lasted probably 4 quarters, to be honest. But, it was an offensive showdown in this one, as Coach Matt McCarty will come up here and discuss this one. If you want to quickly go over your scoring summary, just briefly, we'll get Matt McCarty's thoughts on this one as the Aces come out victorious. Here is Coach Matt McCarty, as Max will give you some scoring summaries here.
Yeah, first off for the Aces, Riley Hershey was 16, Macy Randall with 15, Maddie Stevens with 16, and it'll be Olivia Peach with 14. She had 12 of those in the first half with 4 threes. Then for Paris, notably, it'll only be number 32, Peyton Smith with 12, and number 23, Macy Bicknell with 12 herself. Coach McCarty, a long night tonight. You're able to iron it out, and if you guys don't do some sort of tiebreaker off points, I believe you guys would be outright conference champions.
I don't know what the rules are with us still being so new to the conference, but I think it's just a 3-way tie between us, Paris, and Newton, and that was the goal that we kept talking about was go 3-0 this week, make sure we get a share of that conference title, and that's what we were able to do tonight.
Yeah, have 4 players with 14-plus points. That has to feel good, and I really do think you guys made the most threes of any game you've made this year.
Maybe I don't know how many threes we made, but, man, Olivia Peach sure did save us in that first half. She played great offensively in that first half and then came out and did it with her defense in the second half. She played awesome, and then, we got our big 3 down, Riley, Maddie, and Macy, and just the whole team played really well tonight. I couldn't be more proud of them.
Yeah. Really was a physical game, but you guys were able to play with the physicality, took a lot of fouls in that fourth quarter, were able to make some free throws down the stretch and make it a 14-point win.
Yeah, we just kept saying, I think it was late in the third quarter, they kind of got it within 3, I think, and we called that timeout, and we just kind of kept saying, we have to stay under control, be composed, and then we came out, and then by the fourth quarter, I think we were back up 7 or 8, and we talked about that then, and then when we got into the bonus, the whole thing was just we make our free throws, take care of the ball, we get out of here, and that's exactly what we were able to do.
All right, because I know you're ready to get out of here. We are too. I'm going to ask you one more question, and that's that second quarter outscored them 17-3, and that seems to almost be the difference maker in the game is won by 14, outscored by 14. How important is that second quarter, we'll just say explosion, when you guys are going to head forward in the year?
Well, it was real big. We talked about how great of a shooting team Paris is, and they definitely showed it in 3 of those quarters, it looks like. But we talked about it at the end of the first quarter was they hit almost everything they threw up, and we were still only down 3 points, and we just kind of kept telling them, hey, they're not going to keep this hot shooting up all night. They're going to have a bad quarter, and we've got to make sure we take advantage of it. And that second quarter was exactly it. They kind of came out cold in that second quarter, and I think that's when Olivia Peach really went off, and it was in that second quarter.
All right. Well, thank you again for coming up to talk to us. Congrats on the win and tying or maybe outright winning the conference.
There's still a lot of work to do to be outright. We got to have a couple losses from Paris and Newton, but regardless, we have a share of it, and that's what makes me the happiest.
All right. Well, one more congratulations and safe travels.
Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it.
Yep.
That was Coach Matt McCarty of the Lady Aces, a victorious night, 67-53 in favor, once again, of the Lady Aces over the Paris Tigers. Mount Carmel improves to 21-4 on the year, 6-1, an impressive record in the LIC, while Paris falls to 16-6 and a record of 3-1 in the Little Illini Conference. Max, any final thoughts on this Aces victory here in Paris tonight?
Just one heck of a way to win for the Aces. Iron one out, won by 14 over an amazing Paris girls team. They can't really be underestimated as they were really, really good on the defensive end of the ball. And especially they shot so well. So here, just congratulations to the Mount Carmel Lady Aces on at least getting their share of the conference championship.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Once again, final score 67-53 in favor of your Mount Carmel Lady Aces. Have a good night, everybody. This was a fun one, and we will see you next time here for Lady Aces basketball on WSJD. Have a great night, everybody.